Good morning, I'm Cody Henriksen. Today we're going to be working with Java and how we can look at using parameters and method control so we can see how we can send information across the different parts of the program and what comes back to it. And we're working with this specifically with primitives so we can get a brief introduction to how we can make that happen. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the code for this. As you can see, I'm inside my start method as we're working through this. I've got a whole bunch of input.next lines in there just so I can use it so I can pause this as we do the execution throughout the program and we can see what's happening as we step through it. Let's go and get started so we can go from there. As you can see right now, we have that welcome to the start method. So we're inside the start. So we've gone from the main to start like we always do. That's the way we're going to start off with this. And I'm using the input next line so I can proceed for that. So we're going to do a call with literal values. I'm going to send parameterDemo 10. And now count is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I sent it 10. Let's go see what happens when we do this. So we're going to go ahead and go down and look at the parameterDemo method and see what we use with that parameter 10 on that. So here's the parameterDemo method. We'll take a look at that. And we're going to send this method count, which is 10 now, because we sent a copy of that variable here. It's now called count. That value 10 is now count. And then I say count is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it was 10, now it's count. And count is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. That was really useful, but it works. We did that. So let's go take a look at the console. And yep, count is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that copy of the variable right there is 10. But 10 up here, this is still number 10. This is the actual value 10. Like 10 fingers or toes or whatever we're looking at. If I had 10 USB sticks, it'd be those two. It's just a count number. We can't actually change that value. But when I send a method, a parameter of a variable, in this case, a 10 right here, when I send a 10, I'm going to give them a copy of the 10. So I keep my own 10 right here. I'm going to hold on to this post-it. But this post-it right here of 10, right there. They've got their own copy for it. And so now I'm inside the method, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm going to change that number to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So slash that out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. That int right there is now that value, and we're good to go because we sent them a copy of that. The original value 10, still right here, still the number 10 we're all used to and love. However, it's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inside the method. But wait, there's more. Now that we're looking at parameterDemo, as soon as I hit this closing squiggle right here, I'm out of that method, and this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's gone. No need for it. We're out of the way. All right, so let's go back over to the program. So press enter to move on. The number is 4, so I'm sending the literal value of 4. And I'm going to go to the demoWithParameter this time and see what happens in there. So we'll go to that method. Now we have the that 4 that we sent down is number, so that's how we're referring to it. And the number is plus number, so we have that 4. And then we're going to add 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 5 to it, and now it's this. So I'm sending a copy of that 4, and now it's 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 9 because I just added that copy of that number 4, and now I'm playing with it. And now number, that 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 9 right here, as soon as I hit this closing squiggle, yes, that's right, I also throw it away. Okay, so we've gone through that. Now we've sent those 2 literal values, so let's go ahead and let's switch again. And we're going to call it with some variables. All right, so we now have an int num called assigned 10, and so we'll press enter again so we can do that. And we're going to say before the method call, it's 10. We're going to call demoParameter, passing it num. And now after method call, it's still 10, but it's inside there. It says now it's 1, 3, 2, 1, 5, 5. Whoa, wait. Num, 10, 1, 3, 2, 1, 5. Let's take a look at that. So let's look at demoWithParameter again. And so again, it's that number 10. It comes in there, and now it's called number. And number is 10. Oh, right here. Okay, good. And then with that 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 5, and now we just added 10 to it right here. But when we come back, that number 10, which was number, it disappears at that line, so it's thrown away. I don't have that 1, 3, 2, 1, 5, 5 anymore. I come back up here to this line, and it's still num. It's a copy of that num originally, so I'm still the original copy of num. My original value is still right there. So we don't change anything on that. So let's go back over here to this, and we'll press enter again, move past it. And after method called num, 10, and guess is negative 990. So our next one right here is this one, using the int guess is equal to demoWithReturn, passing it num. So num is still the same as 10, but guess is now negative 990. So let's go take a look at demoWithReturn. And answer is negative 99. Answer times equals other, so we'll multiply it by that 10 and return that original value and store it back in this new variable, guess. Oh, cool, so I have a brand new variable. So that's okay, I can change that all I want. No big deal, it doesn't change anything on my guess, or my number, and guess has its first value, in this case, 990. Now we have our before method called num, and num equals parameter return num, and after the method call is negative 89. Oh, parameter and return, let's go see what that one does. So parameter and return, because it's a method with a parameter and it's a return type, we take that answer as negative 99. I'm going to say answer plus equals other, so I'll grab that one and put it inside that. So I'm going to add negative 99 to the number that came into it, and I'll give that back in, which is how I get this new negative 89, because I took negative 99 and added 10 to it. Oh, cool. So now we've got a much better version. And so we can do some more cool stuff with that. So we'll go ahead and press enter again one more time. And I believe we are done. Yep, we're terminated. We're out of the thing. So again, when we're sending information, when we send a parameter or a literal value to a primitive parameter, it gets a copy of it in here. And so in this case, other only exists down here to line 143. As soon as I'm done with that method, the parameter is disposed of because I'm done with that using that copy and my original value is unchanged. Now, when I went over down here to parameterReturn and I took that parameter, which was itself, and then I assigned it back into the original value, that took and did the math, did the change to the variable, and then reassigned back into it because I used that magic power of an equal sign to replace the value right here with parameter and return. So the original number was 10, but then when I came back into it, I took away the original value and replaced it with the assignment operator, so it's right there. So again, when we're working with parameters and methods, when we send a primitive like an int, a double, or a boolean, they get a copy of that. Our original is unchanged, but if we assign back into it, we have a new value that we can replace that value with. So that's where we left off. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks.